Oh, can you guys hear me? You know, before I was on, I think my mic wasn't even on. So that's why none of you can hear me, right? So none of you can hear me because my mic wasn't even on. What a live. I apologize for that. Okay. So I think I am on now, and I have other equipment that I need to show you. Hello there. Hello. Yes. Thank you for letting me know no sound. I finally realized that. Thank you, Randy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So talk about the Get Hard bundle. All right. The Get Hard bundle is right here. It is with the penis pump. All right. With the infrared wrap and nitric oxide. Okay, so what does each one do? What each one does is the penis pump is you're taking your penis to the gym. Okay, what it means is that you're exercising your penis, because when you have ED, if you don't have an erection, your penis is really not being used other than using to urinate, right? That's about it, because you don't use it, you lose it, right? So what happens is that you don't if you don't have an erection often, your penis will actually start to shrink, and then it start to the muscle start to get scar tissue deposit in it, so that it becomes very it's not as flexible, right? And then it has less oxygen in it because it's not getting the blood flow that it needs to have. All right. So all of that resulting in actually a stiffer penis next time you have an erection. So it's actually harm the functionality and the physical aspect of your penis the longer you do not have an erection. But you can counteract all of the shrinkage, the scar tissue development, and less oxygen by using the penis pump. Okay? So when you use the penis pump, you put your penis through here, and then this will create a negative suction. It's kind of like, think of it like a vacuum. Negative suction will vacuum, and you will get an erection in a minute. And then you want to use this lever to pump it up to no more than 10, which is around right here, no more than 10 millimeter of mercury. Some will get like an erection around 5 to 7, but you don't want to go more than 10, which is right here, right? But you're not going to harm your penis by using the penis pump. You're not going to explode your penis at all. Okay, so it's not going to be you can't harm your penis. That's what I'm saying. All right. Your penis needs to be exercised. And if you're not getting erection, then you're not exercising it as much. All right. So think of it that that you really need to exercise the penis, taking the penis to the gym with this. So this is exercising your penis to prevent shrinkage and prevent scar tissue when you're not using it, or especially if you have ED. So what's good about the penis pump is that you can use it when you don't have ED, and you can use it when you have ED, because if you don't have ED, then it will bring in more blood flow. It will make the penis bigger by an inch and increase more girth, like at least half an inch or an inch. So there's benefit, and so it works if you have ED. So when you have ED, it prevents shrinkage, it brings in more blood flow to the penis, and also it brings in oxygen to the penis to keep it healthy, right? So that's the use of the penis pump. Now, what if you add that? What if you wrap the penis pump with the infrared? This is the infrared wrap. Okay. All right. Let me put this down. All right. So this is the infrared wrap. This is what it looks like. And The frequency, I believe, is like 256 or something like that. And what does infrared light do? At this frequency of light, the infrared light here, what it does is that it removes toxic stuff in your penis, and it also think of it like a vacuum cleaner that cleans all the junk out of your penis, and then it helps with increasing blood flow. Okay, by the light itself. Now, when then you can wrap this around. You can wrap this around the pump like this. You can wrap it around the pump like this. See that? You can wrap it like this, and then while you pump, and while you pump, and you get an erection inside the penis, the wrapper gives it infrared. So I recommend that you leave it in here for 10 minutes. So while it's in the wrap around like this with the infrared for 10 minutes as well. That makes sense? So you're getting double action. You're getting more blood flow with the pump, and then you're also getting more blood flow stimulation with the infrared light as well. So you see this with the infrared light at the same time. And I have questions like, well, can you wrap it around the penis pump? Can you also wrap it around your penis? Yes, you can. You can wrap around your penis as well if you're not doing pumping. But it's better to do it with the penis pump, because the penis pump create an erection, right? And it's also bringing in more blood flow. And as it brings more blood flow, you're putting the infrared light on it to double the blood flow, right? And it also detoxify, meaning it gets all the junk out of your your penis, because sometimes we eat bad food, sometimes that it just we just want like a vacuum that cleans the whole area. Does that make sense? All right. So if that makes sense, let me know if that makes sense. And you see how this worked together? Now, on top of that, you take nitric oxide. This is nitric oxide, right? You take 2 pills of the nitric oxide. Now, I recommend that you take the nitric oxide like 30 minutes or even 10 minutes before you pump. So you would take 2 of this before you pump. So what does nitric oxide do? Nitric oxide actually, you see this? So nitric oxide will, let me put it here so you can see it. Nitric oxide increases blood flow, right? So it increases blood flow to the everywhere, to your brain, your heart, everywhere. And it also increases nitric oxide, which then relaxes the penis muscle and also increases blood flow as well. So you have 3 things that will help you increase blood flow, because that's the reason why you have ED. You're not getting enough blood into the penis for a firm erection. So you got the penis pump, which brings in blood flow and oxygen and help expand, make the penis more elastic. And then you have the infrared light, which is kind of act like a vacuum, where it cleans all the toxicity off and also increase blood flow. And then you have the nitric oxide, which also increases blood flow. You got 3 things going on that work upon each other to increase blood flow, right? So somebody said, this is high tech. Yes. Well, if you understand the root cause of ED, then doing this makes sense, because this is the root cause of ED, because the root cause of ED is decreased blood flow, right? So when you have decreased blood flow, and the reason why blood flow is decreased is because the lining of the blood vessels, think of it like a pipe. like your heart pump out blood through pipe. And think of that pipe being clogged up, kind of like same thing you have in your sink in the bathroom, right? It gets clogged up. Let me turn this off. It gets clogged up, and so when you're not getting drainage. So when it gets clogged up, the blood that's being pumped out of the heart is not fully being carried to the penis, and therefore you're not getting enough blood. Does that make sense? Are you guys following me? It's like a clogged sink, and you're not getting enough. So what this does and this happened inside the penis because the penis had two big arteries and veins. This happened inside the penis and arteries and veins. So by doing this, with penis pump, help increase blood flow and increase oxygen as well as decrease scar tissue, right? I show you how to pump it. It's very easy to pump. It gives you an erection within minutes. And then you have the infrared light, which also increases blood flow. And then you have the nitric oxide, which also increases blood flow. So you got three things that are increasing blood flow that works on the area. This is the only thing that treat the root cause. And if you do this every day, I will tell you, if you do this every day, take 2 nitric oxide before you pump, use the penis pump, and use the wrap. I will tell you, do this every day, you will see a change in your erection. You will start seeing morning wood. Okay. And somebody said, thank you for caring for men's health. You know why I care? Because my husband had ED years ago, and he had heart issues. So he couldn't take any of the ED meds, and I didn't want him to anyway. And he and so I help him restore his sexual function without taking med. And that's when I dive deep into it. So it came from a personal journey, but it also come from a standpoint of let's get your erection back without pills and without surgery. You know, so that is the main that was my goal. So having success with him and success with other relative of mine as well too. You know, and that's when the Get Heart system was born. All right. So, and as I was discussing, I focus on root cause. I focus on natural treatment for ED, right? Because guys, you know, your erection is natural. It is made for you to have, your body is made for you to have erection. It's kind of like your body's made for you to blink, right? It's natural for you to blink. But if you take an ED meds, it's like taking a medication to help you blink. It doesn't make any sense. Your body is made to have an erection so you can carry on the human species. But the only reason why you have ED is because your body is not doing well. All right, it's not doing well. And part of that, it's not doing well is because maybe you're not eating the right diet and you're causing that clog in the drain that I talk about. Maybe you're not exercising enough, you're overweight. When you're overweight, you're not exercising enough, then your blood flow is going to be compromised. Or that you don't have enough sleep, you're stressed out a lot. That will also compromise blood flow as well. But all those factors are fixable. Another factor that I need to mention is, you know, smoking, vaping, and porn can affect really more. Smoking and vaping is more blood flow, and porn is really more in the brain processing. So, the point I'm trying to make is that your erection is natural. Men need sex, and that all you need to do is to know what to restore blood flow again to the penis, which is through the pump, the infrared, and also the nitric oxide. Now, imagine combining that together with eating more healthy with a Mediterranean diet, and then starting to exercise like 30 minutes, you know, every other day. 30 minutes. That's more than you do on your phone, scrolling through your phone, looking on social media, or even watching Netflix, right? You can exercise easily by getting a walking pad. So I got a walking pad over Christmas, which is essentially a pad that's like 3 feet long, two and a half feet wide. That is like a treadmill, but it's a pad. It looks like a pad, like a 4-inch pad, and it's not like a big old treadmill anymore. But that allows me to put it in the living room, so that way, if I at nighttime, I can just hop on and just do my walking. So I do walking on that every day for 30 minutes. My goal is to get to 1 million steps for the whole year. So, but it is more worthwhile for you to exercise now, because you have access to that, or just go outside and start walking. We can't do it now because right now it is 22 degrees where I'm at right now. It's freezing cold. So that is what I'm talking about. And so that's why I came up with the Get Hard bundle. So where can you get the Get Hard bundle? The Get Hard bundle, you can go to the Modern Man Club here. Okay, and go to Modern Man Club here and get the Get Hard bundle. The Modern Man Club is ednomore.com. Okay, go to ednomore.com. Or you can go to this site right here, and you can get the Get Hard bundle as well. Let me put that in the link. Let me put that in the chat. All right, so you can go right there. The link is in the chat. I think I can pin I think I can pin it right there. Okay, so it's in the chat there. Okay, so you can check out. That's the Get Hard bundle, right? And the Get Very Hard bundle is a little bit more, but it includes the Kegel, the Kegel machine, which help you do do Kegel contraction. It does like 10,000 contraction for you within 20 minutes instead of you doing it yourself. Okay. So the link is, you can see the link in you see the link in there as well. And so the Very Hard bundle, it just includes everything with the Kegel machine. Our Kegel machine is very popular because you, instead of you doing the Kegel, it does it for you. You just lie there for 20 minutes. It does it for you. And why is doing Kegel exercises important? Because these muscles here, these muscles here, all right. So here's your penis. This is your sitting bone. Here's your anus. So these muscles here, right here, and here, right, and here, they're called the pelvic muscles. And what they do, and this is right underneath the taint. So just right underneath the testicles, right here. Right. So I lift the testicle up, and you can see those muscles here, here, and here. Right. So what those muscles do is that they tighten up on the base of the penis to keep the blood in the penis. So they're very, very, very important, right? Because if the blood doesn't stay in the penis, so you're not going to have a firm and functional erection. So, but most men never exercise these muscles. They never exercise these muscles, or that they know how to exercise it properly. So, but most of the time, men, as you get older, you get weaker. Those muscles are weak. And when they're weak, they affect the blood flow in your penis as well, and they also affect the firmness of your penis. That's why the Kegel machine here does strengthen it for you to make it strong. So when it's strong, it keeps the blood in there. Okay, so it does the work for you, and you use it every day for 6 weeks, and then you take a 3 weeks break, and then you use it again. Okay, so that's the very hard bundle. All right, so let's see what some of the questions are. Okay, so there is a question: are penis ring worth it for penile tissue and testicles? Yes, it does. So what you can do is you can do the pumping. All right, here we go. What you can do is you can do the pumping. All right. So this one shuts it off after 20 minutes. So let me turn it on again. So you can do the pumping with the infrared light, and then you can remove it and put the penis ring on. Or you can do the pumping with the penis ring and then put the penis ring behind it right here. Okay. So you can coordinate that with the penis pump and the penis ring is very useful. I like it. You can definitely do it with that. Okay. Okay. That's high tech. Wow. Look at the pump. Okay. And Randy says, I thought infrared light was just for heat. How does heat or light go? When I was a kid, they recommend infrared light to treat acne. Well, it's not heat. What it does, it doesn't get hot, Randy. It doesn't get hot, but what it does is that it doesn't get hot because of the light wave, because of the wavelength that is in. It doesn't get hot. So what it does, because of the wavelength, that is, and it doesn't offer the heat, but it offers the blood flow. All right, so that's the reason why when you're doing it for acne, is at a different wavelength than for blood flow. So different usage for different indication. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, how much I should pump. I see there is a meter there with a pump. So yeah, that's what I go through. So you should pump up to about 10. All right, this question is for who? Who is this for? This is for Fact Nation. All right, so you shouldn't go no more than 10 on the meter. Okay, do you see this? No, there you go. You see the 10, all right? 10, which is the outside number, which is right here. You shouldn't go no more than 10, but most guys get erection between halfway, between 5 to 7. Okay, but you gotta make sure you have a good seal. You see the penis is in here. You gotta have a good seal. So you want to put gel on the opening. You want to put gel on your penis and the base and throughout the whole penis as well. Okay, all right. It's holding that kind of tires my arms. I got to put it down. And when you're pumping, you make sure that you either are sitting on the edge of the bed or the edge of the chair or standing. That's the best position instead of lying on your back. Now, some of my patients find that lying on their back is helpful as well too. So whatever works for you, honestly, whatever works for you. Randy said, I walked my dog for half an hour in -4 degrees this morning, and they get another walk in the evening. Good for you. Keep walking those dogs. Because the -4, I have nothing to complain about. I'm right now at 22 degrees. This is kombucha, natural kombucha spritzer. So it's not soda, it's kombucha. And that's good for you, Randy. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I hope you're combining the pump with it, okay? I hope you're combining the pump along with the infrared. how's the opening of that pump, doc, or is it variable? The opening it could be variable too. Is that theta realm? So you put your penis through here, but remember your penis is going to be flaccid. So then when it's engorged, what you can do, you can take out the rubber to create more space. Like this, you can take out the rubber, create more space. You see that? So, or you can just cut the edge, cut it at like 3 o'clock and at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock as well. So you can either cut the opening or you just take off the rubber throughout. Okay. So if you find that it hurts, take off the rubber. All right, guys. Try to be respectful and be respectful when you ask your question. Okay. Nothing pornographic here, and nothing at all. I'll be banned as well. So just really be careful of your questions, guys. Keep it professional, keep it respectful, and keep it to the point, and nothing dirty here. Okay. I hope you will do that. All right. I hope you would do that, or else I'll be banned. All right. From my channel. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Now I'll answer your question, but I'm not going to answer inappropriate questions. All right. How's the weather? The weather is 22 degrees right now, and there's a wind chill factor. It's very, very cold. All right. Thanks, Theta Realm. I hope I answered your question as well. So, I'm here to help, and so I'm sure you have a lot of questions because sexual health for men is a very complex and complicated situation, very personal. But you can't get straight answers, not from your primary care doctor, and sometimes not even sometimes from your urologist, because we're not trained in this. Doctors are not trained in sexual function or erection unless you're a urologist. But most urologists don't like to even spend time doing that as well. And so it requires specialized training that the doctor have to do on their own, that they have to do day in, day out. And I've been doing that for the last 14 years, and I'm still learning every day. So like the more you learn, the more you learn. So never stop learning. But all the information you get from the internet is wrong. I can tell you that it is wrong. It's confusing and is wrong. And I will tell you this: if you're here, guys, okay, it looks like 2 of you are here. Right? If you're here, I'm going to tell you this: there is no one thing that you do that will help with your ED. There's no one shiny supplement. All right. It's like it's no one supplement. And I advocate for nitric oxide, but if you just take this alone, that isn't gonna help with your ED. You really need to combine several things. That, the penis pump, the infrared, and also you have to combine it with Mediterranean diet and then movement. You have to do those things, the eating better and movement together to really get your erection back. So I hear a lot of guys ask, oh, what about this erection that is from Uganda, found in the river and so forth? There is no one thing that is going to fix it. Getting your erection back requires for you to do at least change your diet and change your exercise routine. Okay? That's to be perfectly honest with you, to lay it out there for you, because I hear this a lot, and I see a lot of people and company and influencers try to push certain supplement on you and saying that it will get your erection back without you doing anything. Well, it's like you can't lose weight. You can't lose weight if you eat cake all day long, right? That's just it. And then even if you take Ozempic or they take Ozempic, which is the weight loss medication, Monjuro and all of that, if you don't change what you eat, you're not going to lose the weight. Okay. So you're not going to lose the weight if you don't change what you eat. And so I just want to lay it out there for you that you still have to, no matter what we say, you still have to uh, you have to improve your diet. I'm not saying, go 100% in, but at least improve your diet and have some movement like every other day. Like Randy said, he walked the dog. That's awesome. Walking the dog is walking. Awesome. That's good. All you need to do is about 30 minutes a day. Once you do it every day, then it's all right. And I set a goal for myself to do 100,000 steps a month. And I have to meet it. I don't have to walk every day, but I have to meet it. So I go for about 10,000 steps a day if I can. All right. And so that is something that I want you to get out of this. So that's just something that I'm very passionate about, is to put down all the misinformation out there. Okay. Because I want you guys to know that don't just put all your eggs in one thing. The supplement help, like the nitric oxide, they help, but they're not going to be enough to reverse your ED until you institute, things with like the penis pump and infrared, and also changing your diet and more movement. I know I sound like a radio, but I'm just trying to reiterate how important it is that what you eat, you are what you eat. Okay, what you eat and your movement really define you. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I have relayed that. Randy said mental stress from watching news report of ICE terrorizing people, messing with your sleep, and raise cortisol and craving for junk food. Well, when you're stressed out, that is gonna affect your erection, because when you're stressed, your testosterone gets lower. When your testosterone is lower, it's going to affect morning wood. And then when you're stressed, it will also increase inflammation, which then affect the blood vessels not being 100% healthy, which then affect blood flow. So it combined a chronic stress, combined decreasing blood flow along with decreasing your testosterone. And so don't watch the news. I don't. Yeah. I don't watch the news that much. I mean, I'll do a recap here and there, but those are the things you can't control, Randy. You can't control, all of that. You can control how you react to it, but you can't control all that is happening, right? Um, okay, and oh, good. Fact Nation said, "I'm 25. I'm already to focus on to my food. Don't eat any junk and try as much as I can to walk." Very good, very good. That's good. That's good, Fact Nation, because you keep on doing that, you will not have any issues at all. But I hope you are using the penis pump. All right, I hope you are using the penis pump as well, because the penis pump will help you even you don't have ED, because it'll help exercise the penis, and you're gonna have more enlargement in size. But also, what's good is that it will also help you last longer. If you pump the same day that you have sexual activity, you can also last longer. Okay, it can also last longer as well, and something to note. All right, something to note as a benefit from that at this point. So so I'll talk about these muscles. Let me know in the comment, when's the last time you guys exercised these muscles, these pelvic muscles, the ischial cavernosum and the bulbospongiosum? Probably zero, right? Right? You probably exercise your biceps and your biceps and triceps and chest a lot more than you ever exercise those pelvic muscles, right? Am I right? I probably not, right? Yeah, probably not. And so having said that, um let me put the link, show the link on here. Okay. All right. So it's very important that you pay attention to doing the Kegel. Kegel is strengthening these pelvic muscles right here. It's essential that you do that because most of the time men with ED, these pelvic muscles, these muscles right here that are underneath the tank are weak. So when they're weak, they don't create. Okay, what it does is that when they contract, they keep the blood inside the penis, and it helps you maintain that firm erection. Almost work like a penis ring. Okay, so when that happens, it stays in there. But when it's weak, it's not going to be able to, it doesn't it allows blood to flow out. When blood flows out of your penis, that's when your penis become flaccid, right? Now, interesting note: when a man gets an erection, he has 40 times 40 more blood flow in it versus when he doesn't have an erection, when he's flaccid. 40 times, 40 times. So you got to get a lot of blood flow in there than at rest. Okay. So just think about that, right? So if you're not getting that much, then you may not have a firm enough erection. Now versus women. So women, when they get aroused or when they have orgasm, they only need to increase 3 times more blood flow down there in the vulva area. A vulva area involves the whole complex of the vagina and all that, in that area, in order for them to enjoy sexual activity. So 3x for women, 40x for you guys. Right? So that means you got to work a little bit harder. Right? That's the whole point. You got to work a little bit harder, right? Because this is a muscle that is soft, right? When it's flaccid, but you want it to be firm and functional. You got to get 40x, 40 times more blood flow down there than normal. Now, how are you going to get 40 times of blood flow down there if you smoke and if you vape, right? Because when you smoke, you're gonna the piping that brings out blood from the heart that go to your penis, which means the arteries bring blood, oxygen to the organ, and then the veins what carry the leftover blood back to the heart again. Okay, so oftentimes when a man has ED, the what happened is the initial part is that you're not having enough nitric oxide and that you're not getting enough pressure coming in to compress to kind of compress the veins of the penis. So that's called venous leak. Venous leak means that the veins are not compressed 100%. So that's why the erection is soft and not firm enough. So the problem for that is because of decreased blood flow to get there. All right, because the blood is not coming in forcefully to open up to compress against the veins. Now, sometimes that happens when the penis muscle right here have scar tissue in it. So because in the muscle itself, you'll see some scar tissue that gets developed in it, and it's more difficult for the muscle to expand. Because when you get an erection, the muscle have to expand along with the blood in it as well. Okay, so when when you don't have an erection, your penis start to have scar tissue development in it, and then also the muscle tend to shrink. All right, the muscle just shrink and shrivel up a little bit. So and that's the reason why it's not able to expand fully when you have an erection. Kind of like you don't have an erection, you don't use it that often, you lose it. Then when you try to have an erection, it's a little bit more difficult. All right. So that's oftentimes I recommend men. Let's say you don't have a partner, it's okay to use the penis pump, right? To use the penis pump with the infrared by yourself, right? By yourself, and masturbate and finish off because you're exercising your penis to prevent shrinkage. It's okay to do that. All right. So you're just preventing your penis from shrinkage, and you're keeping blood flow to your penis so it doesn't affect your performance next time. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like you go into the gym to continue to build up your muscles, or you don't go to the gym, then your muscles are not as firm. Well, the same thing with your penis. You do the same thing. Now, you get away with it when you're young, right? But when you get older, you may not be able to get away with it, right? And so I'm just trying to tell you it's okay. I usually recommend 3 times a week with a partner or solo. And you can get the penis pump. You can do it on your own. You can go to our store, which I have. I pinned that, and or go to ednomore.com. And here in our all right, this is our store right here. All right, it's our store. It's called the Modern Man Crib, and the penis pump is here for $169 for the penis pump. What I was talking about is the Get Hard bundle, and then the Get Very Hard bundle is with the Kegel machine together. So with the Kegel machine, with the penis pump and the infrared light, this along with eating a clean diet and just walking the dogs, just 30 minutes will do the job for you. Okay, will do the job. It's going to work much better than Viagra, Cialis combined. All right. I would tell you that studies have shown that. Exercise and diet works better than Viagra and Cialis in men that already was taking that and fail that they don't get result with taking Viagra, but they're able to get an erection when they change their diet and their exercise. Now, how powerful is that, guys? Right? How powerful is that? Am I telling you to take some off the chart, or somewhere in Timbuktu supplement? No, I'm just telling you stuff that work, that is natural. That really doesn't cost you anything. Well, our nitric oxide is made from arugula. Arugula it's natural. It's because arugula gives you a lot of nitric oxide without having to worry about the kidney stones, right? So it's made from arugula, and our nitric oxide has vitamin C in it, as well as magnesium in it to help with open up blood vessels as well. So what it is that sometimes getting your erection back is as simple as what I just said. Sometimes it's too good to be true, isn't it? You're almost like thinking, oh my God, all I need to do is just eat a little bit better. All you have to do is eat less carb, less sweet, less bread, eat anything the earth grows for you, right? The earth doesn't grow bread. Right? The earth doesn't. The earth have grain, but not rice. White rice, it actually has a lot of chemical in it as well. Brown rice is good, but all the rice basmati is probably a little bit better. Basmati is probably a little bit better as well too. So my point is that what a Mediterranean diet is just fill your plate more with vegetables, any vegetable you want. Eat more lean meat, chicken, fish, and pork, and less red meat. And some people will argue and said, "I eat red meat all the time. I don't have any problem." Well, that's good, but that person probably exercises and doesn't smoke, right? Uh, so it just depends on your body chemistry. So I'm just making a very generalized recommendation here. Trust me, my husband likes the red meat too. If he will have it every day, if he can, but he has heart issues, so it's gonna cause some more, decreased blood flow for him as well. So the whole point here, guys, is that fill your plate more with vegetables and fruit. Try it out. Eat lean meat. Eat what the earth gives you. You will find that you will save more on food. You be craving junk food less often. And if you crave for something sweet, right? I think somebody here was talking about junk food is sweet. Try eating an apple, a pear, or a plum. Just eat some fruit. You'll be amazed. Once you eat that fruit, your body says, "Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more. I don't need. I don't need anything sweet." Believe it or not, if you give your body healthy food, it will not crave for the junk food. Okay, you don't believe me? Try it out for a week. Just try out the Mediterranean for a week. I have the Mediterranean diet here. Just go on my YouTube channel to get it. Let me see if I can get the Mediterranean diet in here. I think I even have the URL that you can even see it as well too. Okay, but I want to give this to you guys because it's not that complicated. It really isn't. I'm trying to scream at the top of my lungs for you to hear. It's really not that complicated, but you just got to do the work. You're men. You can do the work as long as you know what you need. Okay, so go to the URL eatfornoed.com. All right, let me put that right here. Eat for no ed. All right, eatfornoed.com. I don't know how to add a banner here. Eatfornoed.com and okay, there we go. Let's create a banner. All right. Eatfornoed.com to get the Mediterranean diet. Okay. All right, here it is. That's the Mediterranean diet. Okay. Eatfornoed.com to get the Mediterranean diet. I did name it so it's easy for you to get. Okay. I am very thirsty today. All right, let's get under the comment. Very good. So those of you that are already exercising, awesome. Good for you. Back Nation, you're young. You're trying not to eat junk food. Just try to stay away from smoking. Try to stay away from vaping. You should be good. Stay away from porn if you can, as well too. So we're seeing more young men. We're seeing more young men with ED, and just know if you're young, you have ED. It is so easily reversible with just changing your diet and exercising. But mainly, most men are healthy when they're young, right? The reason why we're seeing more men, younger men with ED is porn, right? Porn consumption. Two, smoking or vaping, all right? Marijuana, all right? Marijuana, when you smoke too much, and it's not too good for you. And how much it's too much depends on the person, right? Smoking, vaping, marijuana, porn. Okay, and those are more, and then no exercise, sedentary, because most young guys like my son, they like to play video games, right? Like to play video games. They like to be in front of the computer, either video games or Netflix binging, right? So all of that is what affect erection for young men. So when I say young, it's about less than 35. But when you're about 35 to plus to 65, 70, then it's more of medical problem that that give you ED. More like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, heart problem, because you kind of live a while and your diet's not good, you're not exercising, time and all that happen, then you start having all these conditions, which then affect your blood flow. So older population, more physical causes, younger men, more lifestyle choices. Okay, so more lifestyle choices for younger guys. So yeah, guys, if you're under 35 and you start to see your erection not as good, just kind of do check the boxes, and you're doing porn, or you're doing vaping, marijuana, are you exercising at all? And if all of that is good, then it probably is psychological, probably stress, probably performance anxiety. If that's the case, then you can get help by seeing psychologists, a sex therapist who can help you overcome that as well. Okay, so and then for older men, it's usually more physical causes. That's when the Get Hard bundle with the penis pump and the infrared light and nitric oxide and the diet, the exercise, all that together, along with doing the Kegel machine for the pelvic muscles. Okay, so all of that combined is what you need when you're older. When you're younger, you may not need it as much. Okay, so Randy here asks, can you build up immunity to Cialis, my ED drug of choice? I also started using edible pot 2 hours before bed and sleeping better. Yes, yeah, to answer your question, yes, it's not an immunity. It's just that you're not fixing the root cause of your problem, Randy. So this is a good question. I'm gonna show that you're not fixing the root cause of your problem, because the problem why you have ED, could it be your weight? You're not exercising? Is it your diet? Is it high blood pressure, high cholesterol? Believe it or not, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes can all be reversed. It can all be reversed with just diet and exercise alone. You don't need a medication. You got to do the hard work. But most of us don't. So we just pop in the medication, right? So the reason why Cialis is not working for you over time is because the reason why the reason why you have ED has not been addressed, probably because of poor blood flow due to one of those, right? But if you address the root cause of blood flow, which is either obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and maybe even low testosterone, you address that, then you may respond to Cialis better, right? So you may respond to Cialis better, and oftentimes when you take Cialis, you can take it every day at like 2.5 or 5 milligram dosage every day as well too. And so that is the point I want to make with you, Randy, is that try to address the root cause of your ED. All right, and it's normally because maybe your diet, you're not exercising, and if you have diabetes, or if you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, then focus on the Mediterranean diet and movement, because that will actually lower it as well. Okay, so you're starting to take edible pot 2 hours before and sleeping better. I rather that you take melatonin and magnesium. All right, because when you take melatonin and magnesium, melatonin is a normal hormone in your body that you start releasing at around 3 p.m. and it gets to a high level around 10 p.m. That helps you sleep. But as you get older, that melatonin start to drop. So if you take melatonin, it helps you sleep. To take it like before you go to bed, and then you take magnesium. I'll show that to you in. I'll show that to you. We have the magnesium, and the melatonin also in the Monument crib store right here. See the sleep and the magnesium. The sleep support is melatonin, and then the magnesium. What the magnesium does is that it relaxes muscles when you're sleeping, but it also helps with sleep too. So magnesium glycinate is very helpful for sleep as well. So I rather, Randy, that you take melatonin, which is sleep support that we have here, and the magnesium together. You take 2 of the magnesium, right? 2 of the magnesium and 1 or 2 of the sleep support together, and you will find out that it will be more natural for you, because these are substances that are in your body already. That is natural. It's already in your body. But when you start to put pot in there, the pot doesn't belong in your body, right? It's a foreign substance. So when you put pot in there, your body have to break it down. It has to detoxify it, and then you're putting a foreign substance in your body to help you with sleep, which is something also natural as well. So I rather that you take the sleep support with melatonin and magnesium glycinate, which help you sleep better. And my husband and I both take the sleep support or melatonin and magnesium glycinate together every night for sleep. And you don't get addicted, because if you're taking vitamins, you don't get addicted to it. But if you're taking pot every night, then your body is going to get used to it, and it won't be able to sleep unless you give it edible pot. Does that make sense? So because your body thinking, well, if I go to bed, I'm going to need this. So um, um, I rather that you go the natural way, Randy. Okay, so go to our store. Go to our store at ednomore.com to check that out. Okay. Let's see. We have that ednomore.com. Yeah, ednomore.com to get that at this point. And because I'd rather that you do it au natural. Okay, do it au natural, and that way your body won't get won't have to suffer, and that it won't get addicted to anything. Okay, all right. Pot is not natural in your body. It isn't. So is what is that? Vape. It's not natural in your body either. Nicotine's not natural in your body. That's why we get sick. That's why our body become imbalanced. If we give it something foreign, our body's going to become imbalanced. Okay, and so that's something to think about, guys. Okay, so if you eat stuff that the earth grows for you, that's organic. That's what your body have. If you eat food that is in a bag or a box or a can, that's man-made. All right. So if you like rice, I like rice too, but I try to do more basmati or brown rice. But I eat less of that. I replace rice with like cucumber. I replace it with cucumber, with spaghetti. What is it called? It's a fruit. It's a vegetable spaghetti string. I forgot the name of it. Now I'm blanking out. Forgot the name of that. But at this point, okay, guys, my point is, you guys have alternative. I've just kind of show you there's no holy grail. The only holy grail probably is the diet, like Randy say. Randy, that's the only holy grail with diet and movement. That is the holy grail, and it costs you zero money to do that because you're already paying for what you eat anyway. The holy grail is diet and movement. Okay, you start with that, your ED is gonna get better. Okay, you just gotta be real with yourself. You gotta put in the work. Having said that, I apologize for a little technical glitch in the beginning. I will try to go live again tomorrow as well. Before the Super Bowl. You guys ready for the Super Bowl? All right. Well, you're welcome, Randy. You're welcome. You asked a really good question. And I believe watch my last video on Cialis, Randy. Also, I just released it on Friday. Where I talk about when Cialis stopped working. Right. So, having said that, you guys have a great night and keep warm because it's 22 degrees here right now with about a foot of snow. All right. Take care.